to another Erik Wait whiskey study. In this video I'm going to be reviewing the Lagavulin 12-year-old cask strength. This is the 2016 edition, the 200th anniversary edition. A 2017 is also out, and some of my fellow whiskey tubers actually like the 2017 a little bit more than this 2016. However, I've tasted them both and I really like this one. I did an uncorking of this with Alan, the whiskey friend, and spent a whole hour together with him, in which we then released as a premiere. If you want to see that video, get to know Alan a little bit more as we talk about whiskeys. This one, he was tasting the 17, I was tasting the 16. I'll put a link to that at the end of this video. Lagavulin Distillery, out of the 8 that are currently open on Islay, is probably within my top 2 distilleries, not only in terms of the whiskeys that I like, but my visit to the distillery. In June 2018, I was able to visit Islay and visit all the distilleries except for Bowmore, and had an absolutely fantastic time there with Ian MacArthur, in which we just had an absolutely fantastic time. Tasted around 6 cask strength whiskeys. If you ever go to Islay, you've got to go there and try to do the barrel room tour, if you want to call it that, with Ian. He's an absolute hoot. Alrighty, before I get into this whiskey, here are my notes on this bottle. Lagavulin 12 cask strength Islay single malt Scotch whiskey 2016 edition, the 14th bottling in a series of special 12-year-old releases. This 200th anniversary bottling was aged in refill American hogsheads. It is bottled at cask strength at 57.7% alcohol by volume, without cold filtration or added color. Alrighty, so before I get into this, one little interesting note about this is they put, after they put in the wood cork on there, they didn't put a tamper seal over and then put the normal tape on it. I haven't seen this in whiskeys very often. See it a lot in wines, but don't see it in whiskeys very often. It's to prevent fraud. So someone take an empty bottle, fill it with something else, put a cap on it. So it's a very interesting little device there. If you're buying a 2016 Lagavulin, the 12-year-old, and doesn't have that on there, then you've probably got a fake bottle. This sells for about $134 when I bought it. It is now selling for at least, on average, $20 more. All right, let's get into this. So color-wise, it's sort of a light straw or pale lemon. It has that freshness to it. We have to talk about various aromas of fruits, spices, earth, smoke. But it has a, we don't much talk about freshness or how does the pungency of the aromas. And it's very fresh and it has a lot of citrus going on there. A lot of lemon, lemon custard, lemon pie, but then obviously interwoven with a lot of smoke. There's hints of spice, a little bit of black pepper, maybe some baking spices. I get quince. Now quince is not a fruit we eat very often here. If you're not familiar with quince, quince looks like a pear but has a distinct flavor profile. And I've had glazed quince, sort of a sugary glaze put on it as a dessert, and I'm getting that on this. It has some nice chocolatey notes. Maybe a little bit of earth, some caramels, toffees, very like candy flavors, candy bars. Hints of black pepper on the back end. All right, on the palate. Man. Now, I have tasted the 17. I haven't reviewed the 17. If the 17 is better than the 2016, that's gotta be absolutely mind-blowing, because this is absolutely fantastic. Now, I've tried this with a little bit of water. Water doesn't hurt it. I don't think it necessarily helps it, but I don't think it hurts it. So it's big, it's powerful, and it brings some of that warmth, but doesn't have a huge bite considering the alcohol level. It's got nice, delicious, sweet chocolate. Get that Meyer lemon, maybe a little bit of orange character to it as well, almost like a chocolate covered orange. Got a nice little spice, a little bit of pepper, some baking spices. Really, really nice. So up front, you get the fruit, then comes interwoven sort of chocolate and smoke, and then it finishes with a spice. I really, really like this whiskey. And I'm gonna say, in getting to know not just individual bottles, but getting to get a perception of distilleries as a whole, do they have something that's, despite using different casks, different ages, do they still maintain something that's unique to them, a character to them that speaks Lagavulin? I'm gonna say absolutely, this is a classic Lagavulin, and yet it has a lot of uniqueness to this bottle. I'm recording this for February 2019, part of Islay month, so just did a whole week of a lineup of Ardbegs, now transitioning into Lagavulins, and finding that there is something very, 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 very in common with these whiskeys. And I'm gonna do another video, which will be coming up soon, in which I do a side-by-side of the 16 with the Lagavulin Jazz, because they are very similar in character. All right, that's it for this review. Score-wise, I'm gonna give this a solid 92 points. 92 points. I really, really like this. All right, if you subscribe to this channel, I want to thank you very much. If you haven't yet subscribed, but like watching my videos, I would greatly appreciate it if you would watch. Give it a thumbs up, share with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and other social networking channels. And I want to highly recommend checking out the premiere video I did with Alan from the Whiskey Friend, in which we together had a dram virtually across the internet on YouTube, and which I opened this 2016 and he had 2017. I'll put the link right at the end of this video. All right, until next time, cheers. Hey, if you liked my review, be sure to check out these other whiskey videos.